Right, folks, look, for all you haters that are backing Ronnie O'Sullivan with some of the things I've said over the last couple of days, look, I'm not a hater of him. As I've said to many people, he's the greatest player that's ever picked up a cue. No doubt about that at all. I do just wish sometimes, for all he's the greatest, he would just shut his mouth or think about what he says. As I keep saying, he changes his mood with the wind. He'll tell you one thing one day and completely turn on his head and tell you exactly the opposite. And he doesn't remember what he said the day previous. He just doesn't think. And some people think because he's the greatest ever, he can say what he wants to say. I'm not so sure I agree with that. But I've just seen his latest interview. I've not seen it with him, I've only read about it. I've never seen the game yesterday with Ding. I believe he battered him. And Ronnie's saying he played absolutely fantastic. One of the best games of his career. He felt he could do anything with the cue ball. It was just fantastic. And I'm thinking, well, that comes on the back of you saying for 2 weeks now you're playing crap, you're playing awful, you're not enjoying it, you don't mind whether you win or lose. And I do know you can get highs and lows. And I do know Ronnie, that's probably at 60% of Ronnie O'Sullivan's best, can still win tournaments. I said it the other day in the comment section. He can go into a tournament and play reasonably poorly by his standard all the way through it and still get to a final and win it. Nobody else in the world can do that. He can do that. He is that good. But I keep hearing again, he says it'll be a great final with Judd. I'll have to be at my best. I don't care whether I win or lose. And he keeps saying this. I just turn up. I don't care whether I win or lose. And I'm thinking to myself, he trots that one out much too much. I am not having it at all that Ronnie doesn't care whether he wins or loses. He wouldn't keep entering these tournaments if he didn't want to win, if he didn't think he could win. And he just wouldn't enter them. And at a time when he's saying on a daily basis, the WPBSA, whatever they call, they're having me off, they're making me go here, they're making me go there, they're making me do this, they're making me do that. I'm on for burnout, I can't cope with anymore, it's too much snooker. At that time of saying all of that, not only is he jumping on planes back and to the Far East for his exhibitions and whatever, which he says taxes him less, and as in taxing physically, and he enjoys it more, and no doubt he enjoys the Wonga as well, and good luck to him. He's got to a stage where he deserves that. But if I'm not well at all mentally and physically, I don't keep jumping on planes and going back and to the Far East. By the same token, and this is more important, if I'm really, really, really not enjoying my snooker, and I don't care whether I win or I lose, I'd have 2 months at home. I think, well, I'm not enjoying it. It's really getting to me physically and mentally. Let me have 2 months off, and that's what I'd do. If I was Ronnie, I'd just enter the 3 majors. And if he drops out of the top 18, 36, whatever it might be, and has to qualify for them, he'll qualify for every single one of them anyway. They'll be very, 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 very rare that he gets knocked out in qualifiers. He could just do 3 majors a year. They're doing that new one in the Far East, aren't they? A proper tournament, invite only, with a gold ball, is it? He'll be there for that one. What is it, $750,000 you can win? Oh, he'll be there for that one. He'll get, what's the word? I can't think of the word, but he'll get turned on by that one. That one will turn him on. The weekly run-of-the-mill tournaments now don't, he says, and he doesn't want to do them. Well, don't do them. Just stop bleating about it. Just have 2 or 3 months at home, though, Ronnie. Have 2 or 3 months at home. Come back for the Worlds. Oh, no, the Golden Ball one's before that. I think you'll want that one if it starts this year. I think it does. And on to that Golden Ball, I was thinking, well, why bring that in and go for a maximum? If you're going to bring something in, I played snooker years ago. Was it called Snooker Plus? I think you had an orange ball and a purple ball, if memory serves. But I thought, if you're going to bring that Golden Ball in, why don't they put it on there, maybe in between the blue and the pink, and have it something like where you have to clear everything up. You can hit that ball, but you don't pop that ball at all. That means nothing until the later stages. And when you get on the colours, let's say you have to pot that ball 3 times whilst you're in the colours. You can get a yellow, and then a green. All the colours have to be in order. You have to pot that, say, 3 times. And each of the times you pot it, it's worth 8 points, because the black is 7, isn't it? And that can go on your total break. I would imagine that would test you really a hell of a lot. You've got to pot it 3 times. Whilst on the break, you can even do it after the black, you can do it after the yellow, but then you've got to pot it and then it's a green. You could do it after the green, or the brown, or the blue, or the pink, or the black. But you have to do the colours in the right order and do that gold ball, say, 3 times. I think that'd be great. It'll test out your positional skills and how well you're playing. And then it's a really hard break to do, as opposed to just pot it once after you've potted all the balls. Why I'm talking about that, I don't know, but I thought of it today and I thought, why just bring 1 ball in and ask them to pot it once? Unless they're going to do something about that. Maybe they are. I don't know what they're going to do. Hey, that's by the by. This was really about the rocket. That is Ronnie O'Sullivan. And sometimes I think he deserves a rocket right up his jacksie. But can I call the way he plays and call it him as a sporting great? I can't. Brilliant, brilliant player. the best we've ever seen, one of the sporting icons of the 20th century. He's absolutely fantastic. But as I say, if he was as bad as he's saying, what with the mental problems and the physical problems, you just have 2 or 3 months at home. Especially if you don't care whether you win or lose, as he regularly says. And as I say, I'm not so sure I believe that.